Hey, what's up guys, my name is Charlie. Today we're going to be reacting to some The Dragon in My Dreams. This is obviously by Cinemassacre, and I can't wait to watch this, because I've heard so much about this. So yeah, first of all, this is sort of like a psychoanalysis, so to speak, of James, where he gets his creativity in his childhood and stuff like that. But I've only heard a little bit about it, I haven't watched it. But yeah, let's check out the video, shall we? Let's go. The dragon in my dreams. Hmm. Yeah, that explains why he has a dragon tattoo, I believe.
I'm looking for my fountain of youth because I'm turning 30. I also happen to have made over 300 films.
Damn.
Well, at least that's the official count. Most of them now are game reviews, movie reviews, basically online videos cranked out week after week.
Yeah,
I haven't counted every video I've made, so I'll never have a real accurate number, but I
true.
guess numbers don't matter a whole lot, like turning 30. As a kid, I always got excited about grabbing the camera and running out into the woods to make some crazy movie. I had all these ideas revolving in my head. All I wanted to do was make movie after movie after movie. Lately, I've been more focused and dreaming about making that big feature film. Sometimes I gotta ask myself, why do I do these things? I guess because there's so many people watching me, but even before the internet, it's always been like that. In high school, people would ask me why I make movies, and I could never really answer that.
Did you enjoy
But I
being
think what
creative, maybe?
sparked this whole obsession was a nightmare I had when I was very young.
Hmm.
It's actually my earliest memory. I was in a playground being pushed in a baby stroller by my mom when all of a sudden she disappeared
Oh,
and I was all alone. So
wow.
I just waited there for
That's
her to come
creepy.
back. Then a dragon
Oh,
appeared and tried to eat me. I
damn.
woke up crying and screaming into my pillow. My mom turned on the light and explained to me I was just having a nightmare. It was my first
Yeah.
experience with the power of imagination, something that would eventually become my most valuable tool.
Hmm.
I don't remember all the details, but I know this was a recurring dream. Some variations had me in the middle of a pond or a pool of some sort, while the dragon rose its head and spat water on me. But I think there's more to the story. So while visiting my mom on Mother's Day, I asked her all about it.
In fact, the first time when we took you
Oh, that's
home from the
his mother.
hospital,
Wow.
your dad took us to the park first, and we took you to the park. That was the first thing we did. There was a big dragon, and it was a water sprinkler kind of water fixture.
How often did I go to this playground?
Oh my gosh, probably every day, every other day.
But in real life, I wasn't afraid to go to this playground, was I?
No, you loved it. You wanted to see the dragon. So I'm not really sure where the fear came in. I think you were more obsessed about it. You never forgot that dragon ever.
That's where I'm going. I'm going to find this playground, my very
Damn.
own fountain of youth. There's something sentimental about watching an old cartoon or playing an old video game,
Yeah.
but never have I had such a mind-blowing flashback as this, and never will I again. It's like I'm going back to the place of my origin, which happens to be near the hospital where I was literally born, on a
Damn.
quest to face the dragon one more time.
Mm.
The dragon is something I feel has always been with me in some form or another. Many cartoons and movies I watched used to have dragons. Godzilla was like a dragon, and I can't even begin to count how many video games I've played where you have to fight one. In
Yeah.
short, a dragon has always stood in for anything that's big and scary that you have to conquer. Only through fear can we gain courage and evolve. As a child, I was so afraid of nightmares, I'd sleep with the light on most every night. I even had visions of a creepy ET looking in through my window. But there's some kind of attraction to fear, which I think we're all born with. So if
Yeah.
I wanted a
It
thrill,
lures
I'd
us.
turn that light out and watch my bedroom become a parade for all kinds of horrible monsters and goblins. Why else would I keep asking my mom to take me to a playground where I can see a dragon? It's just that somehow we're drawn to the things that terrify us. I began watching horror movies at a young age. I started with the classics and worked my way up. You'd think that would make anyone's nightmares worse,
Mm.
but for me, it had the opposite effect.
Yeah.
It helped me put things in
It
perspective
helps
that
conquer
it's
your
all
fear because
imagination.
you adapt to it.
I started making my own stories on audio cassettes about creepy monsters, heroic journeys, and epic battles. Then I started doing photograph albums, stories with just pictures, in which my friends and I would fight dragons.
Hmm.
Then came the video camera, the amazing invention
It's
that
this Snicks,
combined audio
I
with
believe.
moving image. My true art was born. I took a break to explore other forms of art like animation and drawing comics. Eventually, I moved back to film and started taking Saturday and summer courses at an art institute. Many films were watched and many books were read. It quickly became my life's passion.
Hmm.
Without a computer to edit with and without many actors, the odds were always against me, but I pushed through with what I had. After
Damn.
many years of college, different jobs in the video field, and years of making web series online,
Hmm.
I look back to the source, this playground right here. I owe it all to the dragon, and now it's time for a reunion.
Okay. I know how this feels. I've actually visited my old primary school, and it was quite a traumatic experience when you go back to your old memories. When you go back to a familiar place where you're happy. Playgrounds. I didn't really have a lot of playgrounds in my area. Ah, boy. Wow, look at that. Is it being digged up? Damn. Some construction work.
An overwhelming stroke of fate.
Mm.
After nearly 30 years, the one day I come back, the park is being renovated. Had I come one day later, or even hours, I would have been too late.
Wow. Fucking hell. Oh, I feel for you, buddy. I really do. I know that feeling. I really know what he's feeling. That happy childhood.
This is exactly how I remembered as a child, and this is the last time I'd see it this way.
I know. I know that feeling, buddy. It's painful. You're all grown up now. It sucks, doesn't it? Growing up sucks, honestly. It really does suck.
It's time to say goodbye to the past. Time to move forward
Yeah.
and create those movies of my dreams.
Mm.
Because dreams are where it all started.
Whew! Someone's chopping some bloody onions in the kitchen. I tried to got that choked up here. Damn, you could feel that pain, you know, that bloody music. What if he can take it home with him? What if he could take the dragon home? Buy it. Put it in the attic or something. Whew. Pulls on your fucking heartstrings. I've watched a lot of sad movies, and this wasn't even a movie, but it was sad. I mean, fucking hell. Look at that chainsaw. Thanks to mom and dad. Oh, fuck. I think that's the end of the video. Yeah. Fuck, that was hard. I was trying so hard not to burst out into tears. I was just trying to man up and like turn into a brick. But yeah, I feel his pain, honestly. I know that experience, and I think some of us have felt that experience when we've actually revisited a part of our childhood, like if we go to an old playground or an old school that we used to go to like 20 years ago. It's really more shocking than it is. It's like, it's not like a, oh, yeah, let's have fun. You start shaking, and just memories start flashing back, and you just start remembering like how things was, and it's just it's absolutely heartbreaking when you have to, see something that's been taken down. Because I remember my old primary school. I went back there after like like maybe 15, 18, 20 years. I went back there, and it was abandoned. It was a wreck, and that place was so full of life and happiness and so many good cherished memories. And to see it abandoned and run down and nobody using it anymore as a school, it was heartbreaking. It really was, because that was the place I remember being happy. It was probably the only time I've ever been happy going to school, so at least. And that was the only place I've ever felt content, happiness, where people understood me, and like that. That was the only time I actually had peace back then. But until high school. High school absolutely fucking sucks. But yeah, when I went to high school, it was a completely different ball game. And college sucks as well. But I mean, if you know what I mean, it really is hard not to get emotional when you go back to something 20 years later and you remember something and it's all run down and knocked down or something like that. It's it's painful. It really is. It tugs on your heart. But like the nerd says, or James, so to speak, you have to move forward. You have to continue on with your life. You can't look back. You gotta continue forward. You can't keep looking back. You just gotta keep pushing forward. You gotta look to the future and pay attention to what's ahead of you. Because if you don't pay attention to what's ahead of you, you're gonna miss all the lovely opportunities in life. But yeah, I feel him. I really do. That was painful. I was emotionally painful. Whew. But maybe that's just me. Maybe you guys have had a similar experience. But yeah, thank God someone's cutting onions in the kitchen. So yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give a like, comment down below, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.